Welcome to the On The Geaux podcast.
You can tell homie used to be on something hard, bro.
Hey, bro. How Mahomes' daddy say that?
Smoking on Joe Burrow. How's it feel to be headed?
Smoking on that Joe Burrow.
He said just like that.
That shit don't make no sense.
Smoking
bro.
on that Joe Burrow.
You know?
Man, I'm just happy that man here about that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
My boy sounded like he smoked a whole pack of Newport shorts before he walked in that stadium.
Bruh. Oh my God, bro. God damn, that was funny as hell, boy. Hey, man, look. Hey, God, let me collect myself, bro. Oh my God, man! If you're just joining us, welcome to On The Geaux podcast, man. My name is Jimmy. I'm here with Krystian, Tyler, and Ez, and we are the one-stop shop for everything sports, man. If you want NFL, NBA, college football, college basketball, and even the MMA, right? You know where to go. On The Geaux podcast, man. How y'all doing today, fellas?
We good.
What's
Good.
Chilling, man.
Chilling, man. You know me. I'm smoking on that Joe Burrow, yeah.
That Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
I'm smoking on that Joe Burrow.
Hey, bro, I swear to God, bro, he gonna have to do one that they beat the Eagles, bro. He gonna have to do.
Hey, it's so funny. Like, we've only seen this type of interaction from Patrick Mahomes Sr., and he's already within the likings of T. Moran. It's like the coolest.
Absolutely, bro. Man,
like, you got one of them cool ass dads. Like, you just see him like, oh shit. Like, exactly, bro. Like, we all, like, dog. When I saw that, I was like, this got to be a deep fake. Nah, that was real.
Nah, 100%.
100% real.
Hey, I told E earlier, I see people like that in Appaloosas quite often.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's real shit, bro.
Hey, and OP, that's on every block, bro. Gotta be.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Tyler, you've only been to OP a few times, bro. So let's slow down, slow your roll.
Ezra got offended.
every time I look, Tyler talk about OP like he didn't live near New Iberia. I'm just saying.
Oh, what? Hey, Tyler.
Hey,
goddamn.
Hey, the Bear the same way, bro.
Absolutely.
The Bear the same way.
Absolutely.
They just.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you, but you know.
Man, look, we had a jam-packed show today, but shit went left. You know what I'm saying? Like, the NFL decided that they was gonna open up the floodgates right around 3:00 today, bro. So if y'all have not heard, right, Sean Payton is the new head coach of the Denver Broncos.
Yes,
I'll be damned.
Sir.
This is not a drill, okay? This is not a drill. The Broncos have given up. What the hell? What have the Broncos given up, guys?
2023 first.
Mm-hmm.
23 4. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong. And next year,
a 2023 first and a second next year for Sean Payton, and a fourth or a third in 2024.
That's nasty. If you being, I'm gonna be honest, bro. In reality, the Broncos won this trade, bro. The Broncos won this trade, bro. What is y'all GM doing, dog? How do you give up one of the best head coaches in football, and you also have to give up picks? You understand? To a team that ain't got no coach.
Hey, but to be fair, you could look at it another way, right? Because we got something for a guy that wasn't doing nothing for us.
Y'all still got Dennis.
So you
Allen.
could look at it. Well, yeah, I know, but you could look at it twofold. Like, Sean Payton wasn't coming back and coaching us. Like, Denver didn't have to give us nothing. So
in reality, Denver has some leverage.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of.
Because, I mean, Sean Payton was just going to sit out another year.
Yeah.
That TV money ain't hurt nobody. God damn it.
Oh no. Oh no. TV money don't hurt nobody, but hey, we back in the first round. And I could care less about the other picks. That's all I'm happy about. We back in the first round. Late round pick. We could move up, but right now it's 29, so we're gonna roll with that.
So as a beloved Saints fan, what would y'all like to see with this this first round? What do you think y'all need to go with?
If we just flat out draft and staying where we are, you got to grab one of these receivers. I know we picked Olave last year, but hell, we went defensive end 2 years in a row. So you got to get one of these receivers because you don't quite know what's going on with Mike T. And if for some reason he does leave before the draft or gets traded before the draft, and you don't get a receiver back or a piece you need back, I say go for a receiver. If they trade MT and get another young receiver back or quarterback, I'm fine with them going defensive line for sure. So receiver or D-line for sure, because those are the two positions I think we need the most, more being defensive line. Because, like I said, if Mike T comes back, defensive line. If Mike T leaves, you wide receiver. You got to go find another big body receiver to replace him. Because ain't none in this free agent class because we know they are all ass.
Hey, you might be able to get Butte. Butte might fall to y'all, bro.
Hey, I'm no lie. I'm interested. It's kind of interesting you said a wide receiver. I thought you would have said a quarterback.
Well, I think we're gonna have to trade up for one. I think, like Tyler said, if we stay where we're at, I think receiver, I think D line. Hell, to be honest, which is might sound crazy, but if a guy like Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs is there, I could see us taking one of them. You don't know what's going on with Kamara and that potential suspension. You don't really have any good backups, on the roster right now. Why not take one of them? I think if they do want to go quarterback, it's going to take a lot to trade into the top 10. So maybe if there's a quarterback that you like that's kind of falling in the middle rounds or the early 20s, maybe you just kind of trade up to get one of them. Anthony Richardson or a Will Levis or somebody like that maybe. I'm not sure, but it all depends on how they have them graded out, in my opinion.
I can dig it.
I could dig it, man. I mean, obviously, this is, definitely be great to get a wide receiver, but y'all 100% need a quarterback, like he was saying, bro. Like, I think going the quarterback route would probably be y'all best bet. It sounds like y'all are not looking to bring back Andy Dalton in a starting capacity. So y'all might have to, go that route, taking that dive on a quarterback, my boy.
I'm good for it. I mean, personally, I think they should have ran with Jameis all season, after he was healthy from his injury. But that was so wishy-washy all season. I hope that doesn't deter him from even wanting to be in NOLA or requesting a trade, because he does have 1 year left on his contract. So hopefully, all that stuff that went down, they give him a fair shot. Because at the beginning, I'll say yes, it was fair. He won the job, but after he got injured and all that stuff went down, that was just a lot of craziness. And look what happened.
Yeah, they did Jameis dirty, my boy. I haven't seen that in a while. I think the last time I've probably seen that was with RG3 and Kirk Cousins, honestly. But even then, they gave RG3 an opportunity to try to get his job back, but he just couldn't really get fully back healthy. They didn't even give Jameis the opportunity. It was just like, nah, he ain't healthy. That he ain't playing, bro. Like, And I thought it was Bush League, bro.
Bro, what after week 6 or 7, bro, he dressed every game. So you couldn't tell me he was all that injured if he's dressed out. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
don't
Tyler's
tell
right.
me
Something
and,
was
and
going on there.
don't tell me he was only dressed out because they needed an emergency quarterback. Nah. You say he's injured, but he's dressing out, warming up.
Yeah, like if he's injured, why is he even dressing out in the first
Right.
place?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That,
It don't make sense. I mean, I think they just they probably had a beef of some sort, and they just kind of was like, "Hey, look, this is the direction we going, just sit back and enjoy the ride." The Andy Dalton show.
Trash.
But Jimmy, I just kind of want to revisit that point. I get what you're saying about how Denver won the trade. Because they got the coach that they wanted. But the only way they win this trade is if they win a Super Bowl.
That is true.
You can't rush
That's the only way.
Sean Payton.
He already said before he was getting hired that he was going to be making $20-25 million. So you paying him $20-25 million. You basically traded, what is it, 3 firsts, 3 seconds for Russell Wilson and your head coach. Like you gotta win some football games. And now you don't have your first round pick this year. Well, you don't have the one that you originally had that was top 3. It's a top 3 pick, I believe, or top 5.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
And now the one you got back for Bradley Chubb, you basically just gave that away for Sean Payton. So I don't know, man. They did the right thing getting the coach that they wanted, and I'm a big believer of paying the price to get what you need, but at the same time, you got to do some winning. You
Right.
can't tell me, Broncos fans. I'm sure there's some excitement right around Sean Payton and what he can do with Russell Wilson, but I know they are not exactly pleased with the fact that they've given up this much draft capital for a quarterback and a coach.
Absolutely not.
And look, here's the take. Here's my take. I don't want to be that person to have what a hot take so soon, so rather sudden. My personal belief, I think the Broncos is going to be a 500 team.
That's blasphemy.
I mean,
hey,
like Krystian said, if they a 500 team, bro, like that, you picking at pick 15 next year, and that's not what you're trying to do with Sean Payton as your coach.
Absolutely. I hope I'm wrong because I love Russ. I respect Russ. As you know, as a man, rap more than a football player. I hope I'm wrong by that take, but I think they're gonna be a 500 team or maybe a couple games more.
That's exactly what I was about to ask y'all. Exactly. How do y'all think the Broncos are gonna fare next season with Sean Payton as their coach with their current roster? Like, if the roster would just roll over to next season, how do y'all think that team would go?
The roster is decent. It's not a bad roster.
Not a bad roster, my boy.
But if Russell Wilson ain't worth the damn, good luck. Good luck.
That's what I'm saying,
you already got 2 good receivers. I mean, if assuming Javonte Williams comes back healthy, you got a good running back. Like, to me, they have no excuses. But like we talked about on the show before, they got to play Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert twice a year, and you'd be lucky to go 2-2 against them. You'd be lucky to go 2-2. The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl right now without Tyreek Hill.
What can we pull this up? Can one of y'all pull this up? Where did the Broncos defensive side end up in the rankings?
Yeah, that's a good question, Chris, because I mean, I know they traded Bradley Chubb, but they still had a pretty good defense. Their secondary is outstanding. They have a great secondary.
Let's
With
see. Broncos.
Surtain and Justin Simmons, they got a nice secondary, no doubt.
All right, so the Broncos defense ranked. Let's see. All right, cool. Here we go. The Broncos defense is ranked 28th.
28th?
28th.
Out of what, 32?
Out of 32, my boy.
Oh, well, they got some work to do on defense.
Oh, shit.
But part of that defense being so bad was they were always on the field. I mean, let's be honest. It was literally
that's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, that's a good point. Yeah,
that's a good point.
You know, I'm not trying to let them off the hook 100%, but
yeah, the offense wasn't helping them out.
I mean, we could agree. I mean, they were the strength of that team last year, but for them to be ranked 28th, that I mean, I don't know how much of a strength it is.
Hey, did you pull that up just like by itself, or is there like a list of all the actual
there's a list. There's a list.
So who's after the Broncos?
So after the Broncos, you have let's see. Come on now, my boy. Oh Lord. Here we go. All right. After the Broncos, we have where they at? This shit just disappeared on me. We're having technical difficulties, all right. Technology. It's always good when it works, my boy.
Technical difficulties.
It is not putting up the way I wanted to.
But to go off, while you're looking at that, to go off on something else, we do know that with the right pieces, obviously, and Sean Payton's coaching, he can get a team deep into the playoffs in that first year.
But that I think back to the point though, right? Like as a Saints fan, we've witnessed. I mean, hell, that 2018 team, or maybe the year after, when Michael Thomas was hurt. So probably the year after. I mean, hell, Drew Brees was throwing to Christian Kirkwood and people like that, and they still had a top 5 offense and, was in the running for the number 1 seed. So Sean Payton got the pieces. This is a very talented offensive roster. It comes down to Russell Wilson, man. You paying all this money. I'm sure Russell Wilson was a part of the reason why he's going there. Because there were rumors that, when Seattle was looking to trade him before, he was thinking about going to the Saints because of Sean Payton. So, I mean, there's respect there, but, got to win some games.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. I was just curious because, like I said, I hope I'm wrong with that take because I like Russ. And I like rooting for Russ because I think he's a good dude. But,
absolutely.
Can he take that team to the promised land though? Is the question. And I'm not trying to put the pressure on him, but Broncos Denver, they bought him in for those exact reasons, right? You paying him all of this money. Of course. You paying him all of this money for him to win you games. It's not solely his it's not all on him to win the games, but hey, you the money, they put all that money behind you, so it's obviously it's something in you that they see, that they believe that you can bring that organization success,
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So, all right, let me ask y'all this. So with Sean Payton going to that division, obviously Andy Reid's still there. You still got Staley and the Chargers. But I mean, let's keep it real, bro. Like, we all know the Raiders gonna finish last in that division. But how bad will the Chargers feel knowing they could have had Sean Payton, but they decided to keep Staley
and fire the OC?
Right, and fire the OC.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of, don't be surprised if Joe Lombardi ends up on that staff.
Hey, yes, I was about to say that. Yes,
up in Denver,
I could see it.
Yeah, don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised because he
That
was on the
that
Saints
was a
staff.
scapegoat fire in there. That was okay. You told me I gotta move some folks around and to keep my job. You want to see change? That was hey, I gotta let you go, dog, to keep my job.
That it's crazy,
Exactly.
bro. I mean, if I'm Justin Herbert waking up this morning, I'm extremely depressed. I'm extremely depressed.
All right, with that point, Jim. With that point, this might be a little rhetorical. This might sound crazy to some people, but who's the better team, really?
Oh, without a doubt, it's still Kansas City.
No, I'm not talking about within that division.
Oh.
I was talking about between San Diego and Denver. Where would Sean Payton have the better success?
Oh, Sean Payton obviously probably would have walked into a Super Bowl in with the Chargers. Like,
and forgive me, not San Diego, Los Angeles. I'm sorry.
no, it's all good. It's all good. I
That's
mean,
okay. I think we've been calling them San Diego this whole time.
yeah, they gonna be San Diego till they move back. I ain't gonna
I've always known them
you
as the
know.
San Diego Chargers.
But I'm gonna be real, bro. I think it's definitely the Chargers. I mean, you have the young quarterback, you have the talent at wide receiver. All the pieces are there. You just don't be dumb. Don't be stupid. Don't play probably
the Chargers are like a top 5 roster in the NFL to me.
Absolutely.
When they are healthy on both sides of the ball, you got Bosa, you got Khalil Mack, you got Derwin James, you got J.C. Jackson, you got all Herbert on offense.
All right.
Like that is a loaded ass team, man. Like
you're right. Hey, yep, my bad. That was a dumb question.
Well, no, it ain't a dumb question because I mean it's you really could. I mean, both are pretty good rosters. It's just I guess the Chargers felt like they like what they see in Staley, and they just want to.
Now,
it's risky though, right? It's risky because if you don't get like confirmation that Sean Payton wants to go to your team, then you just fire Brandon Staley for no reason, right? And then it's twofold because it's not like you can pick up the phone and call Sean Payton and ask him. You got to basically call him, see if he's interested, agree to terms on his deal. Then you got to call the Saints, figure out what's it going to cost to trade for him. And I don't know if the Chargers were comfortable, doing all of that.
Well, let's be real.
To be fair, Brandon Staley's in his second year. He's made the playoffs in one of them. Most coaches are okay with that.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate
as he always does
on Staley's behalf. I mean, I know another young coach that was quote unquote on the hot seat after his second season who had a much worse record than what the Chargers had this season. And he was damn near in his second Super Bowl this year. And that was Zach Taylor. Right? You get Joe Burrow, your second year with the team. Y'all go like 3-14, whatever it was. Next season, Joe Burrow's pretty much healthy, even though he's the most sacked quarterback in the league, and y'all make it to a Super Bowl. Y'all are literally a drive away from winning the game.
Bro.
So
no, Jim, one pass.
Right.
Not got sacked. Had he not got sacked.
Absolutely. And here we are a year later from that Super Bowl. Y'all were literally one pass away from going back to your second consecutive Super Bowl. Right. So I guess the success of Zach Taylor and the Bengals is what I guess kind of smoothed it over for the ownership to say, hey, let's stay with Staley, give him another shot. Because he's still learning. We got quick triggers, and I'm glad it's across the board because we got quick triggers with players. Why not have quick triggers with coaches if we're gonna play that type of game, right? But if we can get back to giving people the time to develop and not be Super Bowl or bust every year, if your team not built like that, I mean, shit. I think
yeah, but who's gonna look
shot.
in the mirror? Like, this ain't basketball, right? Like, what football team is at the beginning of the season looking in the mirror going,
the Rams.
Know what? Well, hold on. If you talk to any NFL fan before the season starts, they swear they're going to the Super Bowl. They talking themselves into it. Like, think about it.
Fans done got smart, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Fans ain't stupid no more, bro.
Hey, bro, Jets fans every year. I know a Jets fan every year. He like, bro, we going to the Super Bowl.
Wait. Time out. You know a Jets fan. Not every fan base is the Cowboys fan base. Okay,
yeah, Jim.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I was about to say Dallas don't do that every year.
I live in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta, bro, and there were several people looking at me with a straight face. Marcus Mariota is their quarterback, telling me, "Oh yeah, we can be a playoff team this year. We just got to, we need this to fall our way." Like, folks are always talking themselves into it. And then preseason football, these beat writers don't make it better, right? Like, if you're a beat writer for a team, you're not going to sit there and say, "Oh, well, the Falcons look shitty in practice today." No, you're trying to get everything hyped up. You're talking about this sleeper or this rookie looks really good, and, he might make an impact, and you getting everybody hyped. You're trying to sell tickets.
No, man.
Well, that's basically you like the hype man in a professional way.
I don't want to characterize a whole fan base off of people that's delusional. Let's not do that.
But that's the NFL, Jim. That's what I'm telling you. These owners only have 8 games to get folks in the stands and watch their team. This ain't the NBA where if LeBron James is coming to town, like, you're going to sell out because it's LeBron James.
Bro,
Golden State's in town.
When has the NFL ever cared about putting fans in the seats other than big games?
I didn't say the NFL. I said the owners. The owners don't make money. If the fans aren't in the stands.
That's not true. The owners do make money. The majority of the owners' money come from TV deals, not from ticket sales.
I understand that, but they still trying to get folks in the stands.
Well, obviously, you want to promote your brand, but let's not act like getting people in stands is their ultimate goal. They're gonna get paid $500 million whether fans show up.
The point I'm trying to make is no competent sports franchise is gonna put a banner downtown and say, "We're rebuilding. Come watch a team full of shit."
You don't do that. Nobody does that.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. The NFL specifically, you will never catch a team doing that.
Says who?
Now they might. Okay, so you've seen a team basically come out.
I have to challenge that, and the only reason why I have to challenge that because I remember the Detroit Lions for years. It was obvious what was going on. Obviously, nobody's gonna come out and say it. That's
what I'm saying. They're not going to come out and say it. Right. They're not going to come out and flat out say it. And it very well could be, but they're never going to tell you that. Whereas in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they got all these draft picks. They trading anybody worth them to just get more draft picks. You can see it. They're telling you, "Oh, we got a young team, We got a young roster, but I don't know if we're there yet." But in the MLB, the damn Oakland Athletics had the lowest payroll by far. They're purposely trying to tank, and folks still go to games because you got 180 some games to get them in the stands and get them to watch your team. The NFL, you got 8 games, and one of them they probably might mess around and put you in Europe. So now you lost one home game. You know what I'm saying? Like, every year, every NFL team, NFL fan is hyped. They think their team's going to win because football is so
I don't believe that.
Volatile. Like the 2006 Saints, nobody was expecting them to make the NFC Championship, but they did. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, the NFL, they're going to be folks talking themselves into that because they see these turnarounds. You mentioned Cincinnati. Cincinnati went from the number 5 pick, whatever their record was, to making the Super Bowl.
Right. But here's the thing. No, they don't come out and say, "Oh, we're tanking," nor do they come out and say, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl." What I'm trying to say is people are going to show up regardless because we like violence. That's what football is. People will show up whether the team sucks or not. People like violence. There are people that are gonna buy season tickets.
I live in Atlanta.
Hey, all I'm saying is Spike Lee buys season tickets every year, courtside, and he know damn well the Knicks ain't going to no goddamn championship. But every year,
I bet you he think that. I bet he reminisces every day. Oh man, I remember in the '90s when the Knicks were going against Reggie Miller every year in the Eastern Conference Finals. We just need Jalen Brunson to get us back there.
I don't want to confuse. I don't want to confuse think with hope. I don't want to confuse think with hope. That's all
I
I'm
get
saying.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I'm telling you, Atlanta's a great example. They had nothing going for them. They traded away Calvin Ridley. They had Marcus Mariota as their quarterback. Yeah, that's fair. But these fans out here and the media and everybody was still trying to talk themselves into a playoff appearance.
I mean, a playoff appearance is different from a Super Bowl. I feel like every team should be like, all right, we got a chance to go, especially because in the NFL it's different.
Okay, but
somebody in the division got to win.
Once your team makes it to the playoffs, what you saying?
If we
can get on a run, if we can do this, we gonna make it. We're gonna make it to the Super Bowl, man. Look at the Giants.
So you think that there was a Jaguars fan out there that said, "Here's the path to victory"?
100%.
That's wild. That is wild.
100%.
Hey, hold on.
100%.
That is wild.
Lil Duval.
I'm telling you. I know there was Jacksonville fans that saw themselves hire Doug. They hired Doug Peterson. They got Trevor Lawrence. Oh man, we signed Christian Kirk. We signed Evan Ingram. Oh yeah, man. We got a nice team, man. We could definitely make a run. Everybody's talking themselves into it. Jimmy, you mean to tell me before the season you didn't have a inkling that
hell no.
Oh,
hell no.
Come on, man.
We signed Baker Mayfield and we had Sam Darnold. Ain't no way on God's green earth neither one of them shines taking us to a Super Bowl. I ain't falling for that shit.
I got you, but not everybody's thinking like that, dude.
At least be honest, bro. That's one thing I can say. Jim come with the honesty when he talk about his Panthers, bro.
But my point to Jim is not everybody thinks logically like Jim.
No,
there are some fans. There is somebody that looked in the mirror before the season started. They went to the Falcons versus Saints opener and said, Marcus Mariota just needs to be okay for us to get to the playoffs.
That is absolutely delusional.
We got this Drake London guy. Cordell Patterson's good. You know what? The division sucks. Yeah, we got a chance.
Hey, look. But yeah, man, I don't know. I can't believe in being delusional. What you was about to say, Tyler?
I mean, speaking on the Falcons, I mean, towards the last till week 16, they really did have a chance to make the playoffs. Not saying that they would have made the playoffs, they would have made a run.
But the NFL,
if you get in the playoffs, there's a chance. You just never know.
But that's what I'm saying. If you get in, there's a chance. Every year, and I don't know what the exact stat is, so y'all might have to look it up. Every year, 6 or 7, I believe, of the teams that make the playoffs don't end up in the playoffs. It's somebody new. I want to say it's 6 or 7. It might be less than that.
So, to be fair, wouldn't those fans, if it's somebody new every year, to be fair, wouldn't those fans have it within their right to say, we got a chance, we got a shot?
No, because if you're the Houston Texans, you knew absolutely you were not getting in. But
my point exactly. I just baited you.
No, you didn't bait me. Here's why. I bring back my point. There was some guy writing for the Houston Chronicle that was talking about how good Davis Mills looked in the preseason and how he's taking that next step. And Brandon Cooks looks healthy and not being a diva, all that stuff.
You think niggas just be finding shit to write about?
Yeah. That's their job. That's their job.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's so foolish.
Because
if the beat writer sat there and wrote about what was actually going on with the teams, you don't mean to tell me the owner wouldn't call that newspaper and say, hey, you need to get somebody else that's gonna sell me some tickets. Because your dude talking some bullshit right now.
That's real. I love it. I love it. Well, fellas, it was a great show. I had a blast. Guys, I hope I catch y'all in the next one. And I'm talking to the fans because we're going to always be here. Catch y'all in the next one. Share this thing.
You did.
Yes, sir.